Hello and welcome to today's practice. My name is Quéren Abreu and I'll be guiding you on an inner healing fire practice. We are going to be working with our core strength so we can work the Manipura chakra, the center of our willpower, self-discipline, and so much inner healing that can come from this part of the body. So if we really work on activating, allowing these energy centers to open and strengthening our core, not only to look good, but to establish good foundations for our healing. This is what we are going to be diving into today. We are going to also do some warriors and arm balances. So just be very mindful on each movement. Do it like a movie meditation, connecting each breath with each movement. In case you have any sort of injuries, especially on the wrists, any problems with your palms and fingers, maybe carpal tunnel syndrome, then be mindful. Skip the peak poses like Tolasana and Lolasana and just work on your Dandasana or Child's Pose. Take a restorative pose like Shavasana. Always listening to your body so you can approach your practice from a place of compassion and understanding. You can approach your practice from a place of inner wisdom. So listen to your body, know your boundaries, respect these boundaries. Don't go beyond your edge. Find your edge and stick to it. And you'll see that with practice, this will come, the improvements will come. We're never focusing on getting the results. We are focusing on the entire process. So just make it your practice, a daily practice. Do it every day, what feels good for you. And automatically, you feel yourself improving. But just respect your boundaries and your body, always. So be mindful of your wrists. Be mindful of your palms of the hands. Today we're going to work with some hand stands. So yeah, even on the transitions when we do the vinyasa, when we are in plank pose, you can maybe take a forearm plank instead of doing the plank pose. Just listen to your body, okay? The same with the chaturanga. Maybe you feel better doing the knees, chest, and chin variation. But I'll guide you through all this during the practice, so you don't need to worry so much, okay? Just focus on your breath and listen to your inner wisdom. So with that being said, for today's practice, we are going to need 2 blocks, especially if you have short arms, and a strap. Also some pillows in case you want to feel comfortable, extra comfort in some poses or in the final pose like Shavasana. And if you live on a cold place, be mindful of also having a nice blanket so you can keep yourself warm during Shavasana. That's it for today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Let's get started. Bring your props. So your props can be very close to you and handy. And for today's practice, we are going to get started here on the top of the mat. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. In Tadasana, mountain pose. So just take a minute here to find your stance. Hands by the side of your body. Open the chest. And just feel this first Tadasana here, this first asana, this first pose for the practice. How are you feeling today? How's your breath? Do a little body scan. So, do you have any tensions in certain parts of the body? You breathe in and bring space. Try to analyze your breath. Is your breath deep or is your breath shallow? How is your heart rate? Is it pumping or is it nice and ease? Connecting to your breath. Can you just focus on your breath right now? Tadasana. And from here you can start working on your Ujjayi breath. So making a little contraction of the epiglottis, passing the air on the back of your throat. You start making this sound very similar to sea waves, to seashells. Ujjayi breath. You can expand your belly when you breathe in and empty your belly when you breathe out. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. Feeling this deeper inner connection with yourself, drawing all of your attention here to the abdominal area. Tadasana and Ujjayi breath. And now here from this place of silence and inner connection, you can start setting up the intention for your practice today. Your intention can be anything. Deep breaths. Inhale deep. Exhale through the nose. Keeping your Ujjayi breath. Use the breath to anchor your mind here. And any time during your practice you find your mind wandering, you just come back to your breath and observe, like clouds on the sky, that thought coming in and coming out. The thought's coming in and then it's coming out. Until you have a clear blue sky. On the next inhale, start to press through all corners of your feet on the floor. Lift up your toes and exhale, bring your toes down, working on your Pada Bandha. Lift up your kneecaps, engaging the leg muscles, drawing the navel in, slightly tucking the tailbone, open the chest, roll the shoulders up and down. Hands alongside your body, adjusting your Tadasana, being more present here and now. Chin is parallel to the floor. Your palms facing up. Keep working your Ujjayi breath. And now here, from the top of your mat, bring your right hand up and circulate it down to the other side. Bring the left hand up and circle down. Once more, bring the right hand up and circle down. Bring the left hand up and circle down, like little qigong here. Once more, inhale and circle down the exhale. Keeping the Ujjayi breath, inhale, circle down the exhale, working your shoulders, inhale, and circle down, exhale. Do it to the other side, on your own pace, your own rhythm. Imagining that you have a ball of energy that runs from your navel towards the palms of your hands. Hands up and down, hands up and down. On the next inhalation, hands up, and now it's down. And stay here in Tadasana for a while, observing how the energy is running throughout your body. Inhale once more, right hand up, circle down the exhalation. Left hand up, circle down the exhalation. And now both hands up, elongating, growing, rooting down through your feet on the floor. Elongating, elongating, and then bending from your hips, diving to your Uttanasana, your forward bend. Here you have the options to rest on your shins, or maybe you have to bend your knees a little in order to keep your spine straight and neck straight. Spine is always the priority in any pose. You first go for stabilization, foundation, and then for aligning the spine. And second to the spine comes the limbs and the other parts of the body. Make sure your neck is nice and long here. Make sure this Uttanasana feels good to you. Inhale, halfway lift. You can also grab your shins or maybe your thighs. And if possible, your hands planted on the floor. Exhale, find your hands planted on the floor and step back to your plank pose. Your first plank pose, drawing the navel in, making sure your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked. You want to have this nice diagonal shape here from your heels to the top of your head. Drawing the navel in. Shoulder blades apart and hold here. Engage the legs, engage the kneecaps. Holding your plank pose. Exhale, options to knees, chest and chin, hugging the elbows in. Inhale, cobra. Hugging the elbows in, chest is up. Pressing through the tops of your feet. Exhale, slowly and gently tuck your toes. Find your tabletop position and lift your hips to your downward facing dog. Deep breaths here on this down dog. Drawing the navel in. Paying attention on the movements of your belly. How is the energy circulating on your core, your spine? It's elongated, your neck is also elongated, nice and long. Feet parallel, hands parallel. Lift up the tailbone. External rotation of the shoulders, but hug your elbows in at the same time that you are inner rotating your forearms. If possible, heels to the floor and straighten your legs. But if you need to bend your legs, it's also okay. Just make sure your spine is nice and long. Inhale, feet together. Look to the top of the mat and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, rise up, vertebra by vertebra. Hands up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We are going to keep up with a little qigong, sun salutation. So right hand up, circulating, inhale, exhale, down. Left hand up, circulating, inhale, exhale, down. Both hands up, inhale, lengthen, exhale, bending forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step into your plank pose. Inhale, knees, chest and chin. Or inhale here and exhale, hug the elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tucking the toes, finding your downward facing dog. Breathe in deeply, breathe out. Feet together, look to the top of the mat. Inhale, walk, or maybe take 2 hops to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, rise up, vertebra by vertebra. Hands to touch, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, right hand up, circulating. Exhale, down. Inhale, left hand up, circulating. Exhale, down. Inhale, both hands up, circulating. Lengthen. Exhale. Uttanasana. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, step or hop to plank pose. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. You're present, you're focused, you're strong. Drawing the navel in. And also drawing your attention to your navel. Inhale, feet together. Look to the top of the mat. Hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise. Gaze up, hands to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. And now that we started this warm up and we feel our bodies are a little bit more warmed up, we're going to move into chair pose and combine this chair pose with Kapalabhati breath. So in case you have any sort of heart problems, high blood pressure, you have vertigo or any of these problems, please just keep observing your Ujjayi breath, okay? Step aside and avoid doing Kapalabhati, as this can be very intense. And do it on your own rhythm, your own pace. So here, you inhale, finding your chair pose, squeeze knees together, legs together, touch the floor, if possible, sitting on your chair, and rise up here from your torso, trying to align your triceps with your ears. You're going to start your Kapalabhati, or just observe your Ujjayi breath. Do what's best for you here. So, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You inhale passively, and the exhale is active, pressing your navel in, contracting your diaphragm. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Doing on your own rhythm, your own breath, your own pace. Keep breathing. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, dive into your forward bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bending forward again. You can keep your toes together and your heels a little bit apart for this one. Bend your knees a little so you can find comfortable steadiness and ease here. Inhale, root to rise. hands to touch, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And now we are going to work with a series of dynamic chair. So we are basically going to keep our chair pose while we are moving the upper part of the body. Are you ready? So let's do it. Inhale, bending the knees, sitting on your chair. Maybe you touch the floor. Your chest is glued to your thighs. Exhale, sweeping the floor, chest to thighs. Inhale, lift up a little bit, your torso, aligning the triceps with the ears if possible. You can find the focal point in front of you or onto the floor if this feels more comfortable for your cervical. Exhale, sweeping the floor, hands back. Inhale, hands up, torso up. Exhale, hands back, your chest on your thighs. Inhale, hands up, torso up. Exhale, hands back, chest on the thighs. One more, inhale, rise up, hands up. Exhale, go into your forward bend, hallelujah. Drawing the navel in. Inhale, halfway lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward bend. You can make your feet hips distance. And maybe even grab your elbows. Swing side to side. Micro bend on the knees if you tend to hyperextension. Drawing the navel in. Relax the neck, relax the head. And stay a little bit more here on this little inversion. Working the blood circulation. You know, in this position, the heart is below, your brain is below your heart, so it also brings some humble qualities to your practice. It's when you can really listen to your intuition. It's when your heart speaks louder than your brain. Drawing the navel in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands on the hips. And slowly rising up. I hope you're feeling warmed. I'm very warmed right now. So let's keep on doing our little set of warriors and lunges. Inhale here in Tadasana. Feel your feet grounded and planted here on the floor, rooting yourself into this pose. Feeling the energy coming from the ground all over your legs here and kind of concentrating on this navel area. Inhale, arms up, hands to touch. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms and find your plank position. Knees, chest and chin, or shift your weight forward, hug your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, find your way onto your downward facing dog. A few deep breaths here. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. On your next inhale, make sure you're grounded and you're strong here on your foundations. You're going to flat your back foot on the floor at a 45-degree angle. And after making sure you're very strong foundations here, you can inhale, lift up your torso. Make sure your hips are square, you're drawing your navel in, slightly tuck off the tailbone. Making sure your right leg is strong and engaged here. Lift up this kneecap. Shoulders away from the ears, warrior one. Allow yourself to take the time you need to adjust into the pose. Stacking your front knee over the ankle and never passing this ankle line in order to protect your knee joints. Your knee is following the second toe line. Inhale deeply here. Activating your legs. Strong foundations. Feel this balance. Your gravitational center here really grounding you. And on next inhalation, you can bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Open the chest. And exhale, drop down into your humble warrior. Drawing the navel in, hugging the midline. You can look down in case this feels more comfortable to you. Inhale, lift up. Once more, exhale, drop down to your humble warrior. Inhale, lift up. Very good. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, lift up. Pivot on your back foot. Release your hands. Hands up. Hands down on the exhale. Coming back to your vinyasa. Feel free to do knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, finding your way into your downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to realize the differences between the sides of your body. How is the energy on the left side, on the right side? Allowing your breath to anchor your mind. Can you just focus on your breath right now? And leave everything else behind. You're taking your time to honor yourself, to honor your practice, to take care of yourself and find your inner healing fire. Inhale, look to the front of the mat at the same time that you're lifting up your right leg. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. And now flattening your back foot now at a 45-degree angle. Make sure you have strong foundations here. Breathe. Take your time to find yourself here on the pose. In the next inhalation, you're going to lift yourself up. Warrior one. Back leg strong, kneecap engaged and lifted. Pressing through the outer edges of your back foot. Front knee stacked over the ankle. Align with the second toe. Your hips are square. You draw your navel in, slightly tucking your tailbone. Shoulders away from the ears. Warrior one. Keeping your Ujjayi breath. Calming the mind, building focus. Awareness to the sensations. On the next inhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Open up your chest. And exhale, drop down into your humble warrior. keeping your alignment, keeping your strong foundations. Inhale, rise up. And exhale once more, humble warrior. Inhale, rise up. And exhale for the last time, dropping down, humble warrior. Inhale, rise up. Pivot your back foot. Release your hands and bring your hands up and down on the exhale. Go into your vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Exhale, finding your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Left foot on the top of the mat. And just stay here. We are going to do a high lunge. Back feet the way it is. Feet on train tracks. Make sure you have strong foundations. Take the time you need to make sure you're stable. Drawing the navel in. And on the next inhale, you raise up. High lunge. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist into your left side, so right elbow on the outer edges of your left knee and thighs. You have this option to stay the way it is. If this is too much for you, feel free to drop your back knee down. If this is okay to you, you can also release your right hand right next to your front foot on the floor and open your left arm up. You can also make a mudra, Jan mudra, with your left hand by bringing the tips of the thumbs and the indexes together. And breathe. Inhale, back to center. High lunge again. And exhale, hands down. Doing your vinyasa. Knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, finding your downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to perceive the energy in your body, to anchor your breath, gather your energy. Now doing the same to the other side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Making sure you're strong and stable. Taking the time you need. Making little adjustments. Inhale, rise up. High lunge. Making sure your front knee is never passing the ankle line. Your back leg is strong here, engaged muscles. Sending energy throughout your toes. Shoulders away from the ears, draw the navel in. Find a focal point in front of you. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist into your right, so left elbow on right knee. Drawing your navel in. You have the option to drop your back knee Or maybe if you're up for the challenge, you can put your left hand down right next to your front foot and your right arm up. You can gaze to the floor, gaze in front, or maybe take an adventurous gaze and gaze up. Just make sure your neck is nice and comfortable. Breathing in here. You're stable, you're strong. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Doing your vinyasa. Knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, finding your downward facing dog. Breathing here, side out, releasing your Ujjayi breath for a while. And perceive the heat on your abdominal area. All this power you've created and generated here. Paying attention here on this down dog, your feet are parallel. You have a slightly inner rotation here of the upper thighs, and your tailbone is upwards, sending energy upwards. Planting through your palms, making sure you're distributing your weight on your spider grip here. Index fingers pointing forward. Create space between the ears and the shoulders. And breathe. Draw the navel in. Bring the energy up. And observe. Down dog. Last few breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, finding your way into your tabletop position. Then sitting on your heels, release. Rest with the palms here on the top of your knees. Spine straight and long. Exhale, side out. Very well. Now we are reaching here to our peak pose. We are going to do a little preparation with Dandasana and Lolasana before we do Tolasana, a bunch of asanas. So make sure you have your blocks here close to you and also your strap. We are going to staff pose Dandasana. So stretch your legs in front of you. Plant your palms down. Little micro bend on the elbows if you tend to hyperextension. Open up your chest. Your legs are engaged. Engage the muscles. Lift up the kneecaps. Flex your feet. And tuck the chin. Dandasana. Exhale, release. Now, if you have any sort of problems with your wrists, carpal tunnel syndrome, any injuries on your fingers and palms, feel free to stay here in Dandasana, work in your Ujjayi breath, or take whatever the pose feels best for you right now, because we're heading towards our peak poses. There is like Tolasana, and we will do a preparation with Lolasana. So I highly recommend that you listen to your body right now and don't trespass your boundaries, okay? Don't go beyond your edge. Bring both of your blocks here by the side of your body, and you're going to press your hands down in Dandasana. You're going to flex your right leg and bring here to sit. And then do the same with the left leg. Bring here to sit. You're sitting in hero's pose now. You have the option to start placing your left feet over the right foot and sitting like this, okay? in your hero's pose here, and we are going to prepare for Logasana. Pressing your hands down, drawing your navel in, making this energetic action of inflating here the backside of your waistline, so it can bring some sense of lightness to your pose. You're going to find your arms completely engaged here, your legs completely engaged, microbend on the elbows if you tend to hyperextension. Try to keep a nice space between your ears and your shoulders. And you will just, on the inhale, lift up your knees and exhale down. Preparing again, pressing down your hands, drawing your navel in, activating your legs and your arms. Bring this energetic action of inflating here on the back of your waistline. Inhale the knees and lift up also the heels this time. Exhale down. And feel here that you're not collapsing all of your weight on your wrists. Try to really have a good grip here on the block so you can distribute this weight and not like use your wrists on this pose. Adjust the blocks here on the height that feels the best for you. Maybe you want to work even with the blocks on the second level so it leverages you best here. You choose what's best for you. One more time, inhale, knees up, feet up, exhale here, inhale, back down. Very good. And now we're going to grab a strap and you make like a medium-sized loop. And we are going to dress up on this loop here, wrapping our thighs and our shins. We're doing this action here with the strap and the legs, so we can feel that our legs are just like one piece, and then we can sense the differences. So prepare yourself, pressing your hands down, spike the grip, drawing the navel in, energetic activation on the back part of your waistline. And now inhale, you can lift up. And sense here the differences. Exhale, inhale, back to the floor. How are your wrists going? You can also bring the dorsal parts of your hands to the floor so you can make a little flexion of your wrists here to contrapose a little bit all of this wrist hyperextension. And there we go, we try once more. Adjust the blocks here on the height that feels the best for you. Just make sure you keep your balance and do very slowly and carefully. Inhale, pressing down through the hands, activating your entire body, lifting up the legs. Exhale here and inhale down again. This is Lolasana, and it's a preparation for a peak pose. It's Tolasana, a very similar pose to this one. We can release the strap here. And the difference between Lolasana and Tolasana is that we will be doing this pull up with our arms, but with a lotus pose. So make sure you have a nice lotus pose. If you have any sort of struggles with your lotus pose, you can maybe try to do half lotus or even easy pose. And just train by doing these little pull-ups here. Make sure your knee joints are nice, your ankle joints are nice, and just don't go beyond your edge. It's today's mantra, don't go beyond your edge. You can bring your blocks here to your sides again. Prepare for your lotus pose or half lotus, or easy pose, whatever suits you best. And you're going to have the same action. So pushing down here, pulling down here your, no, it's pushing, pushing down here your hands onto the ground. You're going to lift up your hips and maybe lift up your knees too. Exhale, inhale down. So this is Tolasana, or lifted lotus. Uncross the legs and change. The leg that was on the bottom goes to the top, and the one that was on the top goes to the bottom. Find your lotus pose or your half lotus or easy pose on the other side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, coming down. You're not only working your arms here, you also need a lot of core engagement. So visualize this powerhouse lightning fire bursting here from your navel and sending energy throughout your limbs. We can try again once more to the side and then change. So inhale, pushing firmly, engage your core. Exhale here, inhale slowly, up, down. Changing the crossing of your legs. The leg that was on the top goes to the bottom, that was on the bottom goes to the top. Find yourself nice and easy here. Keep elongating your spine and your neck. Don't collapse onto your shoulders, so try to keep your whole body and muscles engaged. Inhale, pushing, lifting. Exhale, down. You can counterpose your wrists, bringing them to the floor, the dorsal part of your hands. And now take a moment to feel if this is enough for you. You can just keep focusing on your breath. If you want to go a little bit further, but make sure you're not going beyond your edge, you can come up with me in a series of dynamic Tolasanas. So we are basically going to inhale, go up, and exhale, sustain. Inhale, drop down, and we are going to do this for a few breaths together, okay? So let's get started. We can do with this side and with this leg crossing. Are you ready? Listen to your body, listen to your inner wisdom. Inhale up, exhale, inhale down. Once more, inhale up, exhale, sustain, inhale down. Inhale up, exhale, sustain, inhale down, feel the core. Inhale up, exhale, sustain, inhale down. Last time. Inhale up, exhale, sustain, lift even up higher, and exhale, inhale down. Release your legs. Find your Dandasana again. You can bring the dorsal parts of the hands onto the floor. And we are going to uncross and change the crossing of the legs now to the other side. So the leg that was in the bottom goes to the top, and the one that was in the top goes to the bottom. So we can equalize and balance things out. Yoga is a really nice opportunity for us to bring balance to all our daily patterns of movements and routines, because sometimes we have, this busy life and we really don't pay attention how we walk, how we run, how we sit. Sometimes we are sitting completely misaligned, and yoga brings us this opportunity to balance things out and bring alignment. So you can even start to perceive that you start being more mindful even off of your mat when you start practicing yoga. It's really interesting. So changing the crossing of your legs, we'll do this dynamic Tolasanas to the other side. So pressing down firmly, rooting your hands. Inhale up, exhale, sustain. Inhale down. Inhale up, exhale, sustain, inhale, down, getting stronger. Inhale, up, exhale, sustain, inhale, down, working the core, drawing the navel in, inhale, up, exhale, sustain, inhale, down. One more, last one. Inhale, up, exhale, sustain, lift even higher if it's possible for you. Exhale, inhale, down. Very good. Finding your Dandasana again, you can bring your blocks to the side. Ooh. You can shake, 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 shake your legs, and then go for Dandasana. Engage your legs. Paschimottanasana, bend forward. You can grab your shins, your toes, the outer edges of your feet, or even find your strap here on your side and put the strap on the balls of your feet if this feels more comfortable for you. Drawing the navel in, elongating the spine and the neck. You can look towards the navel. Exhale here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. And inhale, rise up again. Feeling good, feeling great. Bring your blocks to the side. Bring your strap to the side. And find your way onto your Navasana, the boat pose. You're basically going to be grounded here for your sitting bones. And you're going to bring your shins parallel to the floor. You can stay here, level 1, if this is good for you, and just observe your breath. If you're up for the challenge, you can bring your arms alongside your legs and just stay here in Navasana. And we are going to start counting the breaths here. So you're going to inhale in 4 and exhale in 6. Let's do this together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hug the back of your thighs, soles of the feet on the floor. Open up your chest and exhale. Just take a moment here to observe how is the energy flowing throughout your body. And you can slowly, vertebra by vertebra, laying on the floor. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms alongside your body, and breathe. Awareness to the sensations. If any thoughts or distractions come up to your mind, just observe them like clouds in the sky. Inhale, roll to one of your sides until you find yourself laying on your belly. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We are going to prepare for upward facing dog. And from this upward facing dog, you can put your knees on the floor, come back to your tabletop position, tuck your toes, and find your plank pose. Strong and steady. If your wrists are really talking to you right now, you have the option to go for a forearm plank here. You still get the same benefits basically, almost the same benefits. And We are still working the core here very hard. Make sure your hips are not pointing too much up and they're not collapsing down. You want to have this nice diagonal shape here from your heels to the top of the crown of your head. Look down or look towards the navel if you want to elongate your cervical spine. Don't collapse onto your shoulders. Make sure they're nice and engaged here. And more few breaths here. Drawing the navel in, focusing on your core. Inhale, exhale, knees to the ground on the next inhale. Come to your child's pose. Option to bring your hands alongside your feet in case you want to rest your shoulders. Inhale and exhale, release. On the next inhale, you rise up and you start to find yourself on your back again. Laying down, vertebra by vertebra, on the floor. Preparing for the supine twists here. So, inhale. Bring your right arm, stretch out. Bring your right leg bended and grab your right knee with your left hand. Shift your weight onto the right. And then just bring calmly, slowly that right knee down. Make sure both of your shoulders are grounded on the floor. So gravity will make the work to bring your right knee down. You don't need to push too much into it. Both shoulders grounded. You can look towards your right. And we are going to start counting the breaths too. So inhale in 4, exhale in 6. Doing on your own rhythm, your own pace. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Hug the legs, hugging your knees. You can rock side to side. Massaging your lumbar spine here, using the ground to release any unnecessary tension. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch the legs. You can stretch your left arm onto your left side. Bend your left knee, grabbing the outer edges of your left knee with your right hand. Shift your weight onto the left and go for the twist on the other side. Making sure both shoulders are grounded. Drawing the navel in to create even more space. And feel. Inhale in 4, exhale in 6. You can look towards your left and we start the counting. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale back to center. Hug the knees. Roll side to side. Massaging the lumbar spine. And inhale, stretch your legs, stretch your arms alongside your body. And you can start entering your Shavasana from here, or if you want to try something different before the Shavasana, feel free to go for the Supta Baddha Konasana with me. It's reclined butterfly pose, so bring the soles of your feet together. And I really find very nice for my spines and vertebrae here to bring the palms of my hands pressing my thighs, so I can create some spine between the vertebrae. It feels so good. Be mindful of your wrists here, so don't put too much weight on your wrist joints. Distribute this weight. Be mindful of your hip joints. On the inhale, you create space. On the exhale, you sustain that space you created. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale deeply. Exhale, long exhalations. You can start releasing your Ujjayi breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale, side out on your lion's breath. Inhale back to center. And on the exhale, stretch your legs and arms alongside your body. Go into your Shavasana. Feel the warmth on your body. The energy swirling all over your navel area. Feeling so much gratefulness for dedicating this time for you, for yourself, for your self-care, your self-healing, your inner healing fire. Release your toes, your ankles, your lower legs, knee joints, upper legs, hip joints. Feel your legs completely heavy on the floor. Release your spine, your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your hands, palms up. Feel your hands and arms and shoulders and spine completely heavy on the floor. Release your neck, your head, the space between the eyebrows. Release your jaw, your lips, around your eyes, Feel completely relaxed. Just let go. Coming back to the intention that you set up in the beginning of the practice. Feeling completely surrendered. Feeling the energy flow between your chakras. All this power that you've ignited for all your entire practice, now distributing all this energy throughout your entire body. Allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to be completely present in the here and now. Shavasana, the corpse pose. Stay laying down your Shavasana. Feeling completely surrendered. Anything we can imagine, we can create, including our own healing. We can create conditions to heal ourselves from any distortions we created. Connect to your inner healing fire. Total awareness to your breathing. You keep breathing. Your breath is your fuel that ignites your inner fire. That ignites your willpower. You're strong, you're disciplined. And every time you face a difficult situation in your life, you just keep on breathing. Never hold your breath. When you hold your breath, you hold your power. Slowly and very gently, you can start bringing some movements to your fingers and toes, still keeping your eyes closed. Bringing awareness to the room you are right now. Start rolling your wrists, your ankles, moving your arms slowly, moving your legs, waking up, stretching up. But keeping the awareness to the energy, vibrating throughout your cells, throughout your entire body. go to your right side. You can use your biceps as pillows. A little bit here in fetus position, feeling yourself grounded. On the next inhalation, with the help of your hands and arms, you raise yourself up. Come into a comfortable seated position. Slowly open up your eyes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, side out. You can sit on your pillows or on a block. Make sure you're keeping this connection with your inner fire. Choose a comfortable seated position for you to stay while we are going to finish this practice with a little bit of Nadi Shodhana, the alternate nostrils breathing. Bring up some balance, calm and ease. Find your way to seated position. Bring your peace fingers towards your third eye chakra. You also have the option to take your peace fingers and move them down, allowing for your middle finger and your little finger to stick out together with the thumb. Bring the thumb here to the top of the nose, the middle, the ring finger to the top of the nose, and slowly slide to the base of the nose, finding your bones here. Option to bring the peace fingers to the third eye. We're going to do first here a cleansing breath. So you inhale, exhale, release. And now the next inhalation, you're going to bring your thumb on the base of your nose, pressing here on your bone. And you're going to inhale through the left nostril. Hold at the top. Now close your left nostril with your ring finger. And exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close the right. Hold at the top. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Hold at the top. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close. Exhale through the right. Keep doing this alternated nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, on your own pace, your own rhythm. Draw your awareness to your navel area. Inhale through the right. Close. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, close. Exhale through the right. Your own pace, your own rhythm. Inhale through the right, close. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, close. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, close. And on the next exhalation, you release your hand and slowly, very carefully, coming back to your natural breathing. Bring your hands to your abdominal area. Feel the movements and the energy you've created throughout this entire practice. Bring your palms to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. And bow down. Honoring your practice, honoring yourself, thanking yourself for taking this hour and dedicating for your own self-growth, for your own healing, cultivating health, wealth, tuning into yourself, into your inner wisdom, and allowing yourself to approach your practice from a place of compassion. Bow down to all the masters and gurus that share their knowledge and wisdom throughout all these years. And thanks to them, we can also be here today practicing. On the next inhale, prepare for the Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be to all, peace be to all, peace be to all. Rub your hands and gently, very gently, bring your hands over your eyes, absorbing the energy from the 5 elements. Gently, very gently, open up your eyes. And gently, very gently, bringing your hands down. You can ground your hands, planting them down to Mother Earth, receiving and giving all this energy you've created on the cycle and circle movements of energy. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up, hands up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank you so much. And now, may this practice be dedicated to all sentient beings. All the merits of this practice be dedicated to all sentient beings. And may we be able to cultivate the wisdom to bring these knowledges that we gather on our mat, outside of our mat, so we can carry this sense of alignment, this sense of inner healing fire throughout our entire day. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.